Hello, I'm Dr. Michael Wu. I'm the Chief AI Strategist at PROS, and I'm very happy here today at Inform's Business Analytics Conference. And I was asked to answer a few questions about business analytics, AI, machine learning, and how they're different. I think the simplest way to understand business intelligence is a way for business owners to understand their data. And that's really it. There's actually a lot of, I would say, evolution from when business intelligence or BI was created initially to the way it is today. So I would say back when it was actually created, BI tend to be focused on purely these descriptive analytics, where the goal is only to summarize the data that already exists. Basically, you summarize the data because there's a lot of data, so too much data for any single person to look at every data point. So you summarize it in some chart, indicators, or some summary statistics, and then so that you help decision makers to make better decisions based on that. And over the course of this evolution, once you do enough of this, I would say, business and descriptive analytics, right? You start to realize that there's some pattern underneath this, and people start to build models. And when you have a model, the advantage of having a model is that you can actually extrapolate to regions where you don't have data yet. And when you actually extrapolate into the future time, in the time domain, then you're actually doing what we call forecasting, okay? And you are doing what we call predictive analytics. So BI had evolved from purely descriptive to predictive, okay? And finally, I would say that the last stage of this evolution is once you have a view into the future, right? The natural thing is that you can actually start to tell people what you can do, what actions you can do. So one of the classic, very simple example is like if you know tomorrow's going to rain, you tell your friends you're going to bring an umbrella or something like that, right? You start telling people what to do. So when you start prescribing actions for people, then you are actually going into what we call prescriptive analytics, okay? So BI have basically evolved from descriptive to predictive to prescriptive, okay? So, and what's interesting is like, this is actually a natural transition into AI. The best way to understand AI is that, it's actually an evolution from BI, okay? So it's interesting that, AI actually comes from BI. So the reason is because when you are able to tell people what to do, okay, what actions they should take, then why not just actually take those actions for them or make those decisions for them, right? And that's really the inception of AI, okay? The inception of AI is really your systems are started to make those decisions for you instead of telling you what to do and let you make that final decision, right? So now having, I would say, just this automation of decision and action is actually not sufficient to be AI yet, because we have these automation in assembly lines. So these are, I would say, dumb automation, right? They, imagine if you have an assembly line that's like kind of, say you're trying to put some nuts and bolts together, right? And they'll slightly misalign, right? And somebody have to stop the assembly line and go align those nuts and bolts, right? And then restart it again. And the problem is that next time, if you run the same problem, you have a slightly misalignment between the nuts and bolts, right? Some people have to go and realign them again, right? So the problem with this, I would call this dumb automation, is because they don't learn, okay? Every time you make a mistake, right, when everything becomes misaligned, the person have to go and fix it. And the system actually never learn. They just have to move a little bit to align this nuts and bolt, then you'll be fine, right? So really, the true AI, as I would define it today, is really a machine mimicry of human behavior with two very important characteristics. One is the ability to automate decisions and action, which we already talked about that, right? The other one is the ability to learn. And what does that mean? And that really means the ability to improve its performance with usage. The more you use it, the better it gets. The better it gets at what it's actually doing. Okay. So if you have those two criteria, you are an AI. Okay. And now the interesting thing is like what enable AI to do this learning is machine learning. Okay. So machine learning is really just a simple process of turning data into a model. Okay. Now, when you have lots of data, big data today, right, and whatever procedure, statistical methods that you use, if you turn that into some kind of algorithm, some kind of model, then you are essentially doing some kind of machine learning. Okay, and that's what allow AI to learn. And a company or a business that uses AI will have the ability to learn from the environment. And basically, I would say that give company a much more, I would say, capacity to adapt to the changing business environment out there. Thank you.